Hello my friends, my name is Artur and I am a former Estonian soldier.
Kaalub päris palju, see on siuke, võtad kätte, tunned, et on raske.
Vastane ees! I was a conscript in Estonian battalion, Kuperiano Jalave battalion. Today we are going to watch a real-life battle footage from S.A.S and Marine Corps. They were fighting Taliban 2011. This clip is recorded from one of the GoPros. If you're watching with children, I know some families do watch me with their children. I advise you maybe not watch it with children. I mean, in real life they can access this material on their own anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I know YouTube is going to demonetize this video anyway, so I am not going to hide anything. There's not going to be any killing or blood, I will just show you the firefights.
Hey, 250?
You can already see, he has the machine gun and he's reloading it, like pulling it back 2 times, maybe 3 times. Sometimes you gotta do that, it doesn't really, or if you're, I don't know how you call it, lint in Estonian is the row of bullets, the black thing that connects it, I don't know how you call it in English. If there's an empty one, you gotta reload it again to get the bullet to the right place. So that's why they do it. In the movies, they only do it once. No, in real life sometimes you do it many times. If there's a jam, you just keep doing it. There's certain things you do when your gun jams, but yeah, one of the things is just to keep reloading it, so maybe it works itself out. See, he's fixing the bullets here. I will judge it the way I see it. A lot of men concentrated into one place. What we were taught is you don't really do that. Of course, I don't know the situation, and maybe in that situation they need it to be like that. Of course, maybe they're pinned down from every side, I don't know. But if men are like that, very close together, it's quite easy to hit them, and quite easy to hit them with, for example, RPGs or some kind of grenade launchers. Injuries would be very massive because a lot of people in one place. And I know they taught us not to do it, but when we did exercises, everybody's still cramped up in one place. It's like a thing you do in war, you just run together, I guess. It's bad, it's dangerous, but here they are also all together.
That way, over the compound, second compound on the right.
I will pause this a lot. This is what I do, I comment throughout this video. You can hear it's pretty damn loud. These weapons are loud as hell. You have to wear earplugs. If you don't, you can do it without, you get used to it, but you will lose your hearing. If you come back from firefights, you will lose, you know, if you do this for a long time, you will lose your hearing, really. You don't hear as good. So if you wanna be a soldier and still use your ears later in the life, you gotta use earplugs. They will take out the worst sound, so you can still hear everything, but you don't hear the worst gunshots. If somebody shoots a gun, like in the movie, shoot it next to you, you might go deaf from that ear. It's so damn loud. These weapons, M4s, are smaller caliber than what we used. We used AK4s, which are quite a heavy caliber, and they made a hell of a bang. Without earplugs, oh no, I couldn't take it. I'm assuming the enemy is very far away, or they cannot shoot them because they were just standing and they were not hiding, and I assume, don't take this as critics. These guys are professional, I'm not criticizing, I'm just saying they're standing quite readily and freely. That means the enemy is probably quite far away that they can do this. You can see all the radios, you can see an 84, you can see... I actually used the same radio, the very same one. We used the very same ones as USA. So I know how to manipulate this radio, I know how to use it. It's quite good. You can actually send also, it doesn't only do voice, it also does data if necessary. You need a laptop for that. But it's a very good radio. You cannot hack it, it's basically impossible to hack it. No matter how good you are, the system is just unhackable. And it's quite foolproof, so yeah, they're really damn expensive. This one costs about like 10,000, even more. I mean, 10,000, not much for war, but still, if you give it to Estonian conscripts, they can break anything, so it's quite damn expensive. I mean, you hear from the radio, yo man, that stuff. Yeah, of course they can do it. We were not allowed, we were always told to watch what we say, how we talk. But actually, yeah, I'm quite sure if you go to a real firefight, you will talk more freely, I think. Not that strictly as we had to. Let's hear what he says.
Man, this is PB Watson. We were just taking accurate IDF. Did you copy that traffic?
Oh, that's really good. That's really professional, actually. With radio, there's a protocol for it. It's not just talking to the radio. You gotta know what you say, in what order you say it, how do you portray your information. And every time, usually all the time, I was a communications guy, and all the time I finished a message, you kinda have to ask, did you copy, did you read back to me, repeat after me. You just gotta make sure the other side has gotten the information, because communication is so vital in battles.
Coming up. Right there. Go.
Their machine guns have a smaller rate of fire, and M4s also of course have smaller rate of fire on automatic than Estonian MG3s that we use. They're German weapons, and they fire like, you don't hear even the shots, you hear one note, like, you hear that. It's really fast-paced weapon, fast fire rate weapon. I'm not sure which machine guns Americans do use, or Marines use, but I know that MG3s, if you have played Call of Duty, you know MG42. You hear it's like, right? MG3 is like a derivation of that weapon. It fires as fast. It's fast as hell. If somebody fires at your way with an MG3, you better not come out of your hiding. You will just get blown to pieces.
Coming up. Come on. Smoke, right? 200 meters, right? Ready? Fight!
In Estonia we have 81mm mortars and 120mm mortars, and something a little bit bigger for the war, but we trained with 81 and 120. This is something different because in Estonia our mortars works like that. If you drop it, immediately as soon as it gets down, it blows out. Here it went to the bottom and he had to pull the trigger. A little bit of a different system, but it works pretty much the same. Then they have a small charge according to how far they want to shoot. They have a charge on the bottom, and then the charge will explode, propel the mortar out. The mortar itself does not explode until it hits the ground, or it explodes a little bit before it hits the ground. You can set that setting according to what you shoot. You can actually choose it if it explodes like 5 meters before the ground, which is really cool, because that way the shards go everywhere. You can control it.
You want 18X? Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna set the...
See those little rings here, right? They are basically the charges. They all come with maximum amount of rings, and you take the rings off depending on if you want to shoot closer. They have 4, so they're shooting pretty far.
Hey, further! Further up! I got 150 rounds left! Alright, ready? Fight! Get smoke ready. Get some more smoke. Friendly coming up. Shot in. Come on. Hey, let's go! Get up here! Hurry up! You're coming up, get up. That's a shot coming down, no problem. Yeah!
Hey, get another one on it!
Let's go!
You
ready? Yeah, go ahead.
See, they're all like happy and oh yeah, it's war. These fights against Taliban, they're really bloody, of course, but I've seen more footage also with Marines and S.A.S being quite friendly, and like, they love this stuff. It's their life to do war and they really like it, so it's not weird to see soldiers cheering like that. War is not like, oh, it's just all dark. Of course it is, but not for these guys. Not at this moment at least. So yeah, sometimes there are these fun moments also. And of course both sides, they cheer differently if they hit something, or this is a natural behavior in battles.
Fight!
And make sure that thing's not falling through the roof, though.
It's not, sir. It's stable. Hey, we take contact that way. Yeah!
You can see it, it's not a very huge explosion. This is not a very big caliber mortar. I would say it's a little bit below or over 81 that we use, because it looks the same. I know it's a different one because they have a trigger. If you would be shooting 150 or 120, that's a huge bang. That's like that. But no, it's like if you look at it at a distance, this is quite close. You look at it at a distance, it's like that's it.
Hey, we're gonna go shoot another round, alright? Alright, load, half load, bitch! Drop it. Alright, ready? Fire! As you cut off their egress route.
You want to smoke their egress route? Hey, we're down 2 rounds.
Okay, don't come any further right than that. See where the smoke is, don't come any further right than that. Alright.
Yeah, don't come any further right than that. They have their directions where to shoot. They have friendlies somewhere right, I assume. Don't come any more further right. Usually they smoke screen their friendlies so they know don't shoot right from the smoke. That's a good way to show everybody where the marker is. In this case it was smoke, yeah. They were having fun and I'm glad they have found their calling, which is war. I wouldn't want to be in battles. I don't like violence much. I'm not that kind of a guy. If some do like it, war is the best profession for them, so happy for them. My friends, some people have gotten the cup, Estonian Youtuber Cup. It's a wonderful cup. Go and get it, please. You support the channel. I will read out the heavenly names who have gotten the cup. Caleb Desher from Oklahoma. From now on, I will of course read you the state also, because US is quite big on states. You want to compare where the cups go. Jesse Goodwin, Virginia. Yeah, it's going to the south. Which orders more, the north or the south? Because we just watched Civil War. If you haven't seen them, watch my channel. But I think south orders a bit more. Carl Erickson, Washington. Thank you, Carl, for getting the cup. Of course, from the north. David Keller, Wisconsin. I'm not sure if Wisconsin is north or south. I think it's north. Yeah. Thank you, David. Those people have gotten the cup. I'm very thankful for you. You directly support the channel. It was quite equal by the states right now, north and south. My friends, watch my other videos, watch my reactions. I've made many more videos about military reactions, my army experience. All of these videos are in the description below if you want to watch them. And as always, my friends, until my next video, stay cool and bye bye.